Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about a swing trading strategy that's beating all the top investment newsletters on Hulbert's top financial newsletter list over the past 5 years by a very wide margin. In fact, this is a 10-bagger, almost a 10-bagger in just a few short years, and it requires just 15 minutes per week. So you don't have to, study charts for 10 hours a day. You don't have to read trading books for months. You don't have to join expensive chat rooms and take years to finally become profitable in trading. You can do it right away. And I'm going to show you how to do that with this very simple, very straightforward strategy that has been, working lights out, over the past 5 years and continues to do very, very well in 2017. Okay, so I'm going to show you a swing trading strategy, beating all the top investment newsletters ranked by Hulbert. You can go to the Hulbert's website and see that and compare it to our performance chart. Unlike other trading strategies, the strategy takes just 15 minutes per week, okay? And it's not on penny stocks, stocks under $5 where it's very volatile and, it's up 10% 1 minute and down 10% 20 minutes later. It's not like that. This isn't penny stocks where, the person pumping the stock makes the money where everyone else holds the bag. It's none of that. It's real stocks, mostly small caps to mid caps, with rapidly improving fundamentals. This strategy will beat those strategies for most traders, of course, unless you have a... Okay, now the problem with most swing trading strategies is that they require you to buy penny stocks, and generally the moderators enter a low float penny stock. That's how it starts. Then they'll pump the stock to their customers through email, social media, mailings, chat rooms, etc. And then they sell as people get the message and their customers start to purchase the stock. So that's, in a nutshell, what often happens with a lot of swing trading quote-unquote strategies. And, if you get in before the pump, you can often do well. Of course, there's no guarantee the stock will go up and no guarantee that the people getting the message will buy the stock, and there could be someone else pumping it as a short too. So it's a dangerous game to play. And you'll notice that if you try those strategies, you'll experience a lot of slippage, especially for larger account sizes. And that just gets worse, as you, you work and you grow accounts over time. Okay, but you end up making far less than the moderator with penny stocks, and many just lose money and get frustrated with that kind of strategy. It's also very time consuming. And most people have jobs out there, and so it interrupts their work. And what they often do is they watch the stock at work, and they know that the stock can drop 20% or more very quickly after it's been pumped. And sometimes they end up making trades on micro patterns, and they miss out on the big move entirely. And they have a hard time taking a large position size because they know it's a penny stock and they know it can turn over and drop very quickly. So again, those that aren't the ones pumping it usually are the ones that either lose money or don't make much at all. And the other problem, of course, is people just don't have the time to build watch lists all day, to learn chart patterns, to take courses on trading, to take the 2 years necessary to become a really good day trader or a really good swing trader. They don't have time to watch micro movements every day and trade those, which generally aren't as profitable anyways. Okay. But if you swing trade higher quality stocks with rapidly improving fundamentals, that can work. But if you go it alone, it'll still take you 8 hours a day. So for all those reasons is why I created the 3 Stocks to Wealth strategy and launched it and shared it with customers back in April of 2012. And I'm going to show you the performance chart here in a second. And since then, and this strategy takes just 15 minutes per week. And I'm going to show you the returns, which are pretty amazing. And back in 2012, I sent an email, in fact, and I said that this could be a 5 to 10 bagger in 5 years. And in just over 5 years, it's now a 9 bagger before commissions and fees. And it's getting better. And again, that kind of return only comes to those carefully following the 15-minute routine every Friday. And the strategy calls for making generally about two trades in and out. Every Friday might be 1 trade in and out, might be 3 trades in and out. Sometimes it's 0 trades in and out, and you don't have to spend any time on it that week. But in general, it's 15 minutes per week on 1 day per week. So you don't have to spend hours a day building watch lists. You don't have to read books to your blue in the face and be frustrated for the next 2 years. Okay, it's a lot easier way to make a lot of money in the market, and the performance of this strategy beats all the top investment newsletter by 10 points, and that's per year. And this year it's probably beating them even more. But I'm going to show you the performance chart now and the subscription site, and so you can see how it works. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to TradeToBeFree.com and go to the performance chart on the site, and you can see it here. This is the latest performance chart here. Now in this performance chart, what I do is I assume you start with $30,000. The newsletter launched in April of 2012, so it's not backtesting. This newsletter was launched in 2012. Okay, it's the centerpiece of the site. It's the flagship product of the site, and it's when we launched with the site back in April of 2012. Okay, and so it's been around for over 5 years now, and you can see on this chart that the returns before commissions and fees has taken $30,000, or would have taken $30,000 up to $273,000 using this buy limit order approach to buy new positions. And it's very straightforward to do that. Okay, and basically how it works is that you use my expertise. I have over 12 years experience now in swing trading and picking stocks each week. I launched the TradeToBeFree.com newsletter and site back in 2004, late 2004, I believe it was, and to my audience back in 2012, I introduced this strategy. Before that, I was just picking stocks, great swing trading setups on stocks with rapidly improving fundamentals. But I wanted to also offer a product, a service where people could just buy the stocks each week on Friday and hold those for the following week. The reason I introduced this to some of my customers is because a lot of them weren't using the strategy because they just didn't have the time. They didn't have hours a day to devote to swing trading, as most of us don't. They don't have time to learn how to read charts, to learn how to read candlestick charts, chart patterns and all that, and they wanted just something very simple, very straightforward. And what they were often doing is just buying the stocks in a newsletter, the technical swing trades, ignoring the entry points and exit points, and in some cases doing very well, in some cases not. With those trading setups on TradeToBeFree.com, you have to understand the entry point, the exit points, stop loss point, and so forth to be able to use that strategy. Okay, and yeah, you can actually buy the stocks and hold them if you want, but it's not sort of recommended with that strategy. We use technical analysis to get the most we can out of those trading setups. But with this strategy is developed and geared towards those folks who just want to buy on Friday and hold it for the following week, and then make adjustments the following Friday for the following week. And again, it takes just 15 minutes. And I'm going to show you now exactly how this works. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and log in. And what happens when you log in, this is kind of scrunched over here to the right because I've got my monitor set to resolution that is lower because the video will come out lower, but normally this will be much easier to read. But anyway, you have different member pages over here, but really what you want to focus on is just the newsletters over here after you go through the video instruction and other information over here. But what you do is just click on the newsletter each week. It has the top 3 stocks for that week, and it tells you right here. Okay, to follow the system, you would sell these 3 stocks, use a market order to sell them at the open. So you put a market order to sell the 3 stocks before the market opens on Friday morning, and then you put buy limit orders in for the other stocks, and the instructions are on the site. And basically all that is just taking the open price for those 3 stocks. All right, figuring out 1.5% below that open price. So you multiply the open price times 0.985, and then you put a buy limit order for that price, and then you put an alarm on your phone for 3:45 or around 3:45 p.m. And if the order hasn't executed at that point, you just change that limit order to a market order to buy before the close. And in general, that will get you a really good price for the stock and really close to either will either get you the price 1.5% below the open price or real close to the closing price. And that's it. And then you're done trading for the following week. And as you can see on the performance chart, over the first 5 years in the newsletter, that's pretty close to a 10 bagger now in just over 5 years. So $30,000 turns into nearly $300,000 in just over 5 years. Now, in another 5 years, at that same rate, if we're able to pull it off, that'll be another 9 bagger, which would be $2.5 million in another, 5.5, not even 5.5 years that we were able to do this. So it's a great strategy. It's if you want to, sort of harness the skills and the experience of someone with, over 10 years of doing this 8-10 hours a day, and at the same time make your life a lot easier. This is a great approach. I have free videos on the site on TradeToBeFreedotcom to start learning how to do this yourself. And I want to caution you and make you realize that, it takes time to learn. And I've got some great free videos on my YouTube channel. And also, again, there's a course here on the site that will get you started on that road if you want to try to do it yourself. And it does take many years, though, to get to that point, and you will miss out on a lot of great profits in the meantime. So keep that in mind, depending on which way you want to go. But that's a great strategy. It continues to work really well, and it will continue to do well in the future. It's basically focusing on stocks that are beating estimates with rising future expectations, top growth stocks, and stocks in very good technical trends. And there's a lot of technical analysis knowledge that I use. There's a lot of screening technology I use to find the stocks that have the right growth characteristics and also that are beating estimates with rising future expectations. There's proprietary scanners out there that will do that are pretty costly, but you can get them and make life easier that way. So there's a lot of technology and a lot of experience you can get to start learning to do it yourself. Just keep in mind it'll take years, just like any other trading strategy, but you don't have to go through all that. So what my point is that you can start making a lot of money now in the aggressive portion of your overall portfolio, okay, with a strategy. And this weekend I actually have a discount. We have the ultimate strategy or ultimate subscription plan. You click on this and it'll take you through a presentation, explain it to you in more detail, and it'll give you $200 off that first 6 months and give you a great rate for that, and also give you a warranty for the first 6 months. So if if it doesn't satisfy the warranty conditions in the first 6 months, then we'll give you a refund of what you pay when you check out, when you purchase the service. So what you can do is, you can go on a simulator for 6 months. If it doesn't do real well, like it has been for the first 5 years, 5+ years, then you would be eligible for a refund of what you pay for the newsletter. Okay, so what you pay at checkouts. Okay, that's about it. Again, the point of this video is to show you that you can make your life a lot easier by just harnessing the skills and the experience of a very good swing trader in a very sort of an active trading strategy, but more passive, and it only takes 15 minutes per week and always on Friday, and it makes life a lot easier. You can enjoy more free time, and you don't have to go through the hassle and all the hard work that takes to get to the point where you can make these kind of returns. So you can actually make them right away. So, okay, that's about it, guys, and I'll talk to you again real soon.